Okay, everyone, welcome back. It is good to talk to you. I have something very important to talk about today, which is first aid kits. A couple times a year, I go through kits and make sure the stuff that's in them is up to date and everything that's supposed to be there is there and it's ready to go. I'm leaving for a trip in a couple weeks. I need to make sure that this is ready to go. Stick around like halfway through. I've got something super important I need your help with. We'll talk about that once we get this unpacked. Let's go. Okay, let's dig this first aid kit open. Let's make sure we've got everything we need. Everything is where it's supposed to be. It's not a big mess from a season, well, really a winter of use. I've got 3 books I like to keep in here. This is the Wilderness Medicine Travel Guide that came with this kit. This is protocols, wilderness medicine protocols that I used to carry when I worked for REI. This is the EMS Field Guide that I carried when I was paramedic. BP cuff, these are not the trauma shears that are supposed to be in here, and they're looking a little rusty. Let's get a new pair of those. BP cuff looks okay. Littman, lightweight 2 stethoscope. Actually, I think this is the lightweight 1. I think the current one is the lightweight 2. If you are gonna buy a stethoscope, get a Littman. It is the only way to go. Pulse oximeter, let's make sure the batteries in that are good. The batteries in that are good. Let's make sure it works. Let's make sure it works. It works, rock and roll. Mini mag light, supposed to be in that. Batteries in that work. Big old first aid kit. Fake Sam splint, but it'll do. CPR, face shield, cravat. I don't really like that kind of cravat, but it'll do. Roll of tape. It is still sticky, rock and roll. Sometimes those dry out. Whole mess of gloves. This is a multi-part blister kit that needs some love. More cravats, that's good. This is IVX cleaner, which is probably expired. I do not actually see an expiration date on it. I think this came with the kit. I generally just use like dish soap, works really well. Thermometer, this definitely came with the kit and has never been out of here, and I'll probably just transfer that to the house. Thermometers really don't work in the outdoors. Tweezers, good solid tweezers. A second pair of tweezers, not good solid tweezers, but good, but adequate. Crappy elastic bandage, I would prefer an ace wrap. A single roller gauze. An irrigation syringe, afterburn cream. Let's check the expiration date. 2017, that is garbage. Knowles wound pack, extra steri strips, those are good. These need to go in blister care, glacier gel, not thrilled with that. Band-aids that don't look great. Gauzes, I'm happy with those. More gauze, those all look good. Abdominal dressings, these are for like really bloody, like super bloody. They're thicker, absorbent, spongy gauzes. And that is it. I feel like there's stuff missing. I should have a big pair of trauma shears here. I don't need that, that's garbage. Is that really it? Oh, I feel something in there. Hang on. Safety pins, always good to have. Where the heck is that thing? Oh, there it is. Oh, crappy pencil. It needs a real pencil. I think that's it. Bunch of things missing. Okay, I'm gonna break out my big storage bin. We're gonna rebuild this as a ready to go, shooting from the hip. I don't know what that means. Ready to go, first aid kit, fully loaded, fully stocked. Let's make it happen. But first, we gotta talk about something important. Okay, here's what I wanna talk about. What I wanna talk about is this. Last year, I put out a call for help with getting first aid supplies to the Amani Children's Home in Africa, in Tanzania, Africa. It's an orphanage, it's a sanctuary for vulnerable children, and they run a first aid clinic there, and they need first aid supplies. It is a super good thing. It is a super easy thing. I'm gonna send a bunch of stuff, like the stuff that is expired but still usable from this kit, I'm gonna send it to them. There's a bunch of ways that you can help them. Many of the children who come to Amani come having experienced trauma, both psychological and physical, and this small nonprofit organization works to help those kids. And to do that, one of the things they need is first aid supplies. You can, and forgive me, I am looking at notes, you can donate medical supplies. I'm gonna put an address down below. If you just wanna mail supplies, which is what I'm gonna do with these, you can totally do that. You can also just make a financial contribution. I'm going to put a link to that where you can donate down below. They're a 501c3 charitable organization, so it is in fact tax deductible. You can spread awareness by launching out this video, and I'm going to put some pictures up as well that can just help spread awareness. It was explained to me that really their biggest issue is that just no one knows that they're there. Another thing you can do, which is super easy, is you can purchase directly from their Amazon wish list. I'll put a link to that down below. All of these are simple things. So you can send them some money if you want to send them some money. Super quick, super easy. You can send them some first aid supplies if you have first aid supplies. And if you're like me, there are first aid supplies lying around. Or you can go to their Amazon wish list and send them directly what they need. These are all getting shipped to State College, PA, and then they're getting hand carried over to Africa. So this is a super simple thing you can do to help me out, to help them out. This is a person that I met on a wilderness first aid course who's just doing a great thing. So it's a little thing you can do. It'll pay off big dividends for them. Okay, let's get back to this first aid kit. Okay, first aid bin. I feel like I had 2 of these. Still not the right ones. I'll be right back. My good trauma shears migrated into the kitchen last Thanksgiving because they work really well as poultry shears. These need to be in this kit. Okay, so let's start rebuilding this kit from the bottom up. So this CPR micro shield is gonna stay right there. I'm gonna just fold these up real quick and pack 3 of them in here. If you've taken a wilderness medicine course, you know how useful cravats or triangular bandages can be. Those are going to get hidden back there. I really like all of this gauze stuff. And so these are going to go back in here, along with, that's blister, where is wound? Knowles wound pack, extra steri strips, and another Knowles wound pack. Those are gonna go back in here. See, like this is garbage. That's not gonna work for me in here. This is an A-strap that is way too small. And I don't know why I keep them, but I'm gonna send this to Amani because it'll work really well on a little tiny foot, like a child's foot. And like I don't need that little pair of scissors, we'll send that. I've got another pair of trauma shears there. What I really want is roller gauze. No shortage of gauze, that's for sure. I'll take this sponge as well, and this roller gauze. I prefer wider roller gauze, but this will have to do. Something tells me I don't have the Band-Aids that I really like either. Oh, this is out of control, man. Brand new triangular bandage. We'll hold on to that. I'm going to take this second skin for burns. I'm going to take another roller gauze in there. I like this roll of tape, so I'll keep that one. Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. Let's fix up this blister kit. KT tape is great for a lot of things, but it is primarily blister, so I'll leave that all in this blister kit. Okay, let's do tools. Are those gonna fit there? No, those are just gonna sit right there. Irrigation syringe, good tweezers, safety pins. Cool. Those are good. I need another one of those. Okay, I need more second skin gauze or burn dressing, and I need Band-Aids. So I'm gonna head to get those. Oh, and I need a full-size ace wrap, which I do not seem to have, but I do not have a full-size ace wrap. Let's make sure that that's everything. That's stoves. Yes. That's water. So I need a full-size ace wrap, and I need assorted Band-Aids. Oh, wait. I might have Band-Aids. Let's go check. Yeah, I have first aid stuff all over my house, so I have plenty of Band-Aids. I do not need to buy those. Let's stick a mess of these in here. Oh, that's a better roller gauze. And gloves need to go in here. I did not have a big roller gauze, not roller gauze, ace wrap. I still need a big ace wrap. I got another one of those. I'm going to send that to Amani. I'm going to send a bunch of this stuff to Amani. And these are garbage. That is garbage. That can go. No, that's probably good. Those are garbage. That can go in there. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, let's close this up. I'm just going to come back and put an ace wrap in here. That is all that this needs. And actually, I forgot to put something in there. We're gonna add one more very important thing to this, and that is this, which is a SOAP note. SOAP is the format that we use for reporting medical things with patients. It's an acronym: subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. I'm gonna fold this up and stick it inside this first aid kit. so that I've got one along with the pencil, which I'm going to stick right in here. It's useful for a lot of things. If you have to hand a patient off to someone with higher training, that's the form that you hand off. It also, the format can just sort of help you remember the process of assessing a patient. It is a super useful thing. I couldn't find any that I really liked, and so I created my own. It is available on Ko-fi. Links are down below. It's $1. Right? It is super inexpensive. It's all that risk management stuff that I make and sell. I want it to be super accessible. And if you're like, I want a copy of that, but I don't have $1, I don't want to spend $1, email me and I'll just email it to you. I don't care. I just want it in people's hands. And so that is super important to me. This is all Amani stuff. The pencil's not. That's garbage. This is ready to go back into the van. Let's get a Ziploc going to ship to Amani. That's not going to fit in there. Let's see what else we can send them from this. Irrigation syringes. That can go. These I've got a ton of. Okay. This is going to Amani. This goes back in the van. It's ready to go. This stuff goes in the garbage. Okay, so once again, links are down below to help them out. If you want that soap note, there's a link down below to Ko-fi for that as well. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. Please go through your first aid kits a couple times a year. I tend to do them like now, like February, March. I tend to do them at the end of summer when they've really gotten beaten up and they've been in and out of boats and stuff like that. So make sure your kit is good to go. Remember, no one ever said, boy, am I glad I didn't pack that first aid kit. Okay, I'll see you outside. Have a great day.